Now, isn't this a nice grass texture? Well, when you look at World 11, or especially 3, where grass is very extensive, if that gives you any clues to what World 3 is of, well, that gives you the idea. So, I need to position this. Where? First, I need the horizon. What's the horizon? It's this divided by 2. Exact vertical center. That's 384. See how I get the top corner here? Because the grass is down below you instead of up above, it's 384. Otherwise it'd be 383. But now, where do I want to position it besides the horizon? Because then you really won't be able to see any of the lower down details too well either. Like you got saw with that carnivore world. Well, normally I use 320. This has got a scaling of 1. Better rename this. Scaling of 1. Gotta put that in there just so for reference. Okay. Pixels times scaling equals coordinate units. What a commonly used formula. Except in this case coordinate units is an unknown. Scaling is a known. And pixels is, well, the coordinate units is a known. Well, basically, you kind of get the idea. I want 320, so it's 320. Because 320 times 1 is 320. That's where I want it. Now, I need to move this over here so I can tile it. That's how I get that. Now for the next more distant layer. Nothing new about the renaming. Put the scaling in there. But you might notice the grass texture looks ever so slightly a bit different. As usual, find the horizon. But now, scaling 1.25. I need a calculator so I can figure out what I need. 320 divide 125. It's coordinate units divide scaling equals pixels. You're just basically solving for pixels pretty much. 256, that's where it needs to go. So, notice how the move there is changing? Well, I need to add 256 on the Y. As usual, apply the tiling. I just love that grass texture so much. And then just continue on. Screwy, isn't it? I know I got a dot and some trash after that. Well, drop the junk after the dot. So it's basically 200. Ignore all the digits after the decimal. 200. That's where that goes. Miss. Yeah, I tried to click the button for duplicating layers, but missed. Too bad this isn't a merge down. Copy paste is also handy. This one's so easy to do that I can do it in my head. 160. The one with the lowest scaling value must be on the top, because the top layer is drawn first, and the one below that's drawn next, and so on. And yes, I know the formula for calculating the transparency as well, but only if it's on something that's fully opaque. I don't have the formula for otherwise. But that's the grass. Better save. That is basically the file. Base because, well, I think you got the idea. Remember from the base main thing from earlier? Now, we've reached 2. Gotta go check the design document. Where below is a river. The river, 8 blocks lower, 256 coordinate units. That's about 37.5 feet. Uses fairly small waves. I've got to figure out where it ends at. Beyond the far edge of the river, 16. Okay, so that's where the river ends. It's 16. So, I gotta go import some water layers. Since I can't see the 3.1875 one because it's obscured by this, well, I go with 4 then. But, so, that's gotta get positioned. But that ain't right. Remember how the design document said it was 256 pixels lower? Coordinate units lower? Ah, bring up calculator. 320 is my base height. Plus, it's lower. Oh, what the? That is what it should be. I was thinking of the answer. 576. That is how much of a height difference there is. Now, 576 divide 4, 144. 4 is the scaling. So, it's got to go down, not 80, 144. Ah, see why the 3.1875 doesn't fit in? So, continue importing layers as usual. That's it for the river here, but there's something else I need. Water often has it, right? You know, those odd high and low spots that occur every now and then, called waves. Well, got a layer for that. And that's the waves. Hard to see though. That's because, well, they kind of blend in pretty well. However, I kind of need to redo the waves now since I actually got the ground texture done. And just for reference, that's what the scene kind of looks like right now. But now, according to the document, wasn't there supposed to be a cliff? A cliff is just beyond where below is a river. The river is 8 blocks lower. Okay, so how do I determine how to draw the cliff? Well, 16. Pick something. I usually like duplicating the background layer. Cliff 16. Clear all that. Now I need a color. Brown. Wouldn't that be standard for dirt? Let's see. What color? I want a medium brown. 90. That's about the color I want. Oh, whoops, that should be 80 and 40. It's generally a half. This half. That's basically what I do to get brown. That's my standard definition for brown. But now, how high does a cliff need to be? Certainly ain't gonna go all the way up here. I know that for sure. But there's got to be a way to find out. There is. Remember the pixels times scaling formula?